With the establishment of a quorum, at this time, it is my honor to call up Mayor Alvin Brown to present the 2014-2015 annual budget address to the City Council. Mayor Brown.
Good morning. Mr. President, members of the Jacksonville City Council, Sheriff Rutherford, honored guests, city employees, fellow citizens. Thank you for this opportunity to present the proposed City of Jacksonville budget for next year. I first wish to congratulate President Yarborough and Vice President Anderson on their new leadership roles. I also want to thank each member of City Council for your dedication and service to the people of Jacksonville. This is a dynamic time for our city. Our unemployment rate is falling, our high school graduation rate is rising, foreclosures are down, and home values are up. Our businesses are investing, our ports is expanding, and our college-educated population is growing. Our downtown is coming alive, our neighborhoods are getting rid of blight, and our parks are being enjoyed by millions of visitors. In short, we are a city blessed with new energy that's driving us forward to a better and more prosperous future. Our responsibility is to sustain and build that momentum to achieve even greater progress. It takes vision, it takes leadership, it takes a spirit of partnership. Thanks to all of us working together, our city council, businesses, nonprofit organizations, faith-based communities, schools, and all of our citizens, we're making Jacksonville a city of opportunity. We can see a city of opportunity in the cranes hovering over Riverside Avenue as they build 600 housing units in a new park, Unity Plaza, on what was once blighted city property at the gateway to downtown. We can see a city of opportunity in our veterans who are finding civilian careers in Jacksonville with our Jobs for Vets initiative that connects veterans with more than 230 local employers, large and small. We can see a city of opportunity in our high school students who will be the first in their families to pursue a college degree, thanks to participation in our Learn to Earn partnership that introduces them to higher education with a one-week immersion experience on a local college campus. We can see a city of opportunity in the One Spark Festival, a showcase of innovation and entrepreneurship that brought over 260,000 people to the heart of our downtown. We can see it in the huge crowds of excitement at recent events like the U.S. National Men's Soccer Match, the Florida Country Superfest, and the annual Jacksonville Jazz Festival. We'll attract even more top-tier events thanks to the partnership of Sports Council partnership with Jack's Chamber and Gatorbowl Sports. Finally, we can see a city of opportunity in our many top rankings. For this first consecutive year, during the last 2 years, our city has improved in jobs and education. We're among the top 5 cities in the nation for finding a job. We're the second fast growing job market in IT business services behind Austin, Texas. We're in the top 10 among U.S. cities for growth in our college-educated population. We're being called the best U.S. city to start a business, a city that's hot for startups, and the most small business-friendly city in Florida. Yes, we are truly a city of opportunity. For the first time since 2007, our locally property tax is growing, but our city expenses are also up. The ever-increasing cost of our annual responsibilities, such as pensions, continue to eat up in our revenues. As in the past years, we face tough choices and we must make tough decisions. Today, I'm honored to present the City Council with a budget that is balanced with no increase in our property tax rate. This is a budget that recognizes we still live in difficult financial times, but it also recognizes that we must make essential investments for Jacksonville to be a true city of opportunity. As a city of opportunity, we must invest in jobs. This has been our #1 priority from day one, and it remains our #1 priority today. In Jacksonville, we want people working, and we know that people want to work. At last month's citywide job fair, we had 15,000 job seekers and more than 150 companies with jobs to fill. These people are looking for opportunity, looking to be self-sufficient, looking to live the American dream. We've made tremendous progress in the past 3 years. Our unemployment rate has gone from over 11% to under 6% today. We did it by investing in our city, investing in our businesses, investing in our workforce. We did it by working with Daniel Davis and Jack's Chamber, Jerry Malott, and Jack's USA Partnership, and Governor Scott and his economic development team. Last year, we directly assisted 14 companies that are creating nearly 2,000 new jobs with $360 million in private new capital investment. This year, thanks to our London trade mission, Green Corps is investing $10 million in creating nearly 300 new jobs in Jacksonville. And Adecco Group is relocating its North America headquarters here, bringing 185 new jobs with an average salary of $63,000 per year. One of our most powerful engines of economic opportunity is Jacksport. We want to help the port continue to modernize and expand. That's why I established our Port Task Force. Before I go on, I want to thank Councilman Ray Holt for his service on the Port Task Force and his commitment to helping Jacksport achieve its full economic potential. Already, the design phase to deepen the harbor has started. 6 months ago, many people thought it was mission impossible to get congressional authorization for this project, but we proved it could be done. We succeeded because we all came together, united and determined. Governor Scott, Senators Rubio and Nelson, Congresswoman Brown, Congressman Crenshaw, Jack's Chamber, and companies like CSX. At the national level, I worked closely with my colleagues on the U.S. Conference of Mayors, who also had a stake in this legislation. Our leadership and teamwork paid off for Jacksonville. We're also investing in expanding in international business and trade opportunities. Exports from Jacksonville metro area are up more than 31% since 2008. As chair of the U.S. Conference of Mayors Task Force on Ports and Exports, I know that international trade and ports will play an even larger role in our economy. 95% of the world's customers are outside the United States. We want to sell to the world. That's why I'm grateful that City Council has approved a new Office of International Trade. This office will create jobs by coordinating with Jacksport and local companies to position Jacksonville to compete in a 21st century global economy. We must also invest in our small businesses and entrepreneurs. They're the foundation not only of our economy, but our community too. That's why we will reactivate the Northwest Jacksonville Economic Development Trust Fund to promote small business success and create jobs in an area of the city that needs more opportunity. Creating a city of opportunity means investing in our downtown. We want downtown Jacksonville to become a vibrant destination for people to work, live in, and visit. A great city depends on a great downtown. That's why we've worked with Jack's Chamber, the Civic Council, and the City Council to create the Downtown Investment Authority that leads efforts to revitalize downtown. I appreciate the hard work of DIA Chair Oliver Barakat and his colleagues and CEO Andre Wallace and his staff. Establishing a DIA has led the foundation for a more vibrant downtown. Now's the time to build on that foundation. That's why we're entering into a partnership to provide parking in the Yates Garage for the new Jesse Ball DuPont Center, a $20 million investment in downtown. This new hub for nonprofit organizations will be located in the old Hayden Burns Library. It will add 200 new workers downtown and bring new life to a building that has been vacant for nearly a decade. That's why this budget proposes to boost our investment in One Spark so this annual event can continue to grow. Here in Jacksonville, we are blessed to have a mighty river flowing through our downtown. We must make that riverfront a catalyst for downtown revitalization. And that effort starts with the Jacksonville Landing. There's a vision, a plan to redevelop the Landing as a downtown showcase that offers housing, entertainment, and retail, as well as green space and a plaza opening the riverfront to our downtown. In this budget, I asked City Council to commit to $11.8 million in capital investment to make the public infrastructure improvement needed to revitalize the Landing. We must also make progress elsewhere on our riverfront. The shipyard property is one of our city's most important riverfront assets. It has sat empty long enough. There's now strong private sector interest in this city-owned property. This budget proposes to start the environmental cleanup needed to encourage private development on this strategic property. I also asked Council to support the redesign of another riverfront property, Metropolitan Park, to enhance its capabilities as a major entertainment venue. I also would like to thank Finance Chair Richard Clark for being a tireless advocate for our Metropolitan Park. As a city of opportunity, we must invest in our veterans. Veterans are a vital part of our community, and we want Jacksonville to be the most military and veteran-friendly city in the country. That's why we've enhanced our core services to assist veterans in securing their earned benefits and other assistance. With support from the U.S. Department of Labor, we are also helping homeless veterans in our community find jobs and safe housing. I firmly believe that no one should spend a night on the streets of a nation they fought to defend. That's why I'm committed to ending homelessness for our veterans in Jacksonville. I especially want to thank Councilman Stephen Jost for his passionate commitment to helping our homeless veterans. Today, we are honored to be joined by several veterans who were once jobless and homeless, but who are now proud and productive members of our community. We welcome you. Please stand. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you. As a city of opportunity, we must invest in public safety because the first duty of any government is to protect its citizens. That's why I support Sheriff Rutherford's Operation Ceasefire, an anti-violence campaign. Our laws must be enforced and lawbreakers must be held accountable. To do that, Sheriff Rutherford and I have partnered on a proposed budget that would allow the Sheriff's Office to hire 40 additional police officers and 40 additional community service officers. I want to thank Sheriff Rutherford and his team for working closely with us on this development of this year's budget. Just as we must be tough on crime by giving law enforcement the tools it needs, we must also be tough on the causes of crime. As a city of opportunity, we must invest in education and our young people. As mayor, I'm focused on helping young people by providing positive opportunities so they can succeed in school and stay out of trouble. That's why we work together with the private sector, our schools, our nonprofits, and faith-based communities to provide positive adult role models through our mayor's mentors. In this budget, we're adding resources to the Jacksonville Children's Commission to expand our summer jobs programs for teens. We have a group of kids here who are spending their summer working hard thanks to this program. Please stand. All our summer kids, thank you so much. Yeah. This budget will also allow the Children's Commission to offer more summer camp and after-school opportunities for our children. I want to thank Councilmember Kimley Daniels for her strong advocacy on behalf of Jacksonville young people. These are smart investments in our kids. They're smart investments in crime prevention, and they're smart investments in our future. Another smart investment is Learn to Earn. Learn to Earn empowers high school students to go to college to pursue their dreams and achieve their God-given potential. This summer, they not only got to live on JU campus for a week, they toured other campuses, the University of Florida, Florida State, Florida A&M, and the University of Central Florida. We have a group of Learn to Earn students with us this morning. We welcome you. Would you please stand? As a city of opportunity, we must invest in our quality of life, our neighborhoods, our parks, our libraries, and more. Quality of life goes to the heart and soul of who we are as a community. During the past year, we've launched Operation Blight to clean up our neighborhoods. I want to thank Councilmember Denise Lee and the Council's Ad Hoc Committee on Neighborhood Blight for their leadership. Quality of life means giving every Jacksonville citizen an opportunity to enjoy the unique assets of our city has to offer. But some in our community don't even have access to the basic services like city water. Nearly 50 years ago, certain neighborhoods were promised access to city water, and those promises have not been kept. Those citizens have been waiting far too long. Our city must make good on its word. I would like to commend Councilwoman Lori Boyer for working with my administration, the faith community, the private sector to fulfill that promise in Larson neighborhood. Thank you, sir. Legislation is currently before City Council to extend water lines to residents of Larson neighborhood. This budget takes that effort several steps further. Thanks to the leadership of Councilman Reggie Brown, we propose to fund the long-delayed extension of water lines to US 1 Quarter Northwest Jacksonville. Thanks to the leadership of Councilman Warren Jones, we propose to fund improvements in the Robinson's Addition neighborhood. We can't be a city of opportunity if all of our residents don't have access to safe, clean water. As mayor, I will continue working with City Council to fulfill the promises our city made to its residents. This isn't just good government. It is a moral imperative that we must fill. Neighborhood senior centers are also essential to our quality of life. In Jacksonville, we're proud to invest in our seniors because they've already invested so much in our city, raising families, paying taxes, and building businesses. Our budget calls for making long overdue improvements to Mary Singleton, Charlie Joseph, Long Branch Moncrief, and Riverview Senior Centers. I want to thank Councilman Dr. Johnny Gaffney for his support for seniors. We have some seniors here from these centers. Would you please stand and be recognized? In a city of opportunity, all of our citizens must have access to the opportunity. Through increased support for our public service grant program, we will strengthen our partnership with nonprofit organizations to help families and individuals in need. These include some of our most well-known nonprofits like Clear White Mission, Lutheran Social Services, Daniel, that's quite all right, Daniel Memorial, and the Emergency Services and the Homeless Coalition. These organizations do life-saving and life-affirming work for our community's most vulnerable residents. And investing in the quality of life also means that people, regardless of income, should have access to the justice system. That is the mission of Jacksonville Area Legal Aid. In these challenging times, JALA has become a major partner in helping our citizens achieve economic stability, especially in areas like housing. For years, our county has lagged behind other Northeast Florida's counties in JALA's mission. I want to give Council Bill Gulliford credit for his innovative public-private partnership idea. He suggested that the city agree to match the private funds that JALA is able to raise each year. This would provide an incentive that empowers JALA to be more innovative in its fundraising. Our budget will provide the first city match to JALA privately funds that will be raised. Thank you, Councilman. We must also continue to ensure that our public hospital, UF Health Jacksonville, has the financial stability to provide essential medical treatment to the citizens of our community. Councilmember Matt Schellenberg has been leading an effort to find innovative ways to sustain UF Health in its critical work. In this budget, I propose an additional contribution as we partner with UF Health to provide health care to all of our citizens. In order to be a city of opportunity, we must ensure that our neighborhoods have the tools they need to thrive. There is no better example of a neighborhood that is primed to thrive than our historic Five Points district. Five Points is a landmark area which is growing in popularity with new restaurants, shops, offices, and other amenities. Its growing success has also led to growing traffic problems. This budget will fund a redesign of streets, sidewalks, to make this neighborhood safer and more accessible. I want to thank Council members Jim Love and Robin Lum for their leadership in advocating for the 5 Points Plan. A city of opportunity is one that works to protect its natural resources so that our children and grandchildren can enjoy them. In Jacksonville, we are blessed to have the largest urban park system in America. Parks help define Jacksonville as one of America's greatest cities. Last year, we opened Sheffield Park. Early this year, we celebrated the opening of Seton Creek Historical Reserve. With our People Parks Connection, we have expanded public access and use of our parks. And with the water park in Jacksonville, that's training 1,500 children and getting free swimming lessons this summer. They include hundreds of children at Woodland Acres Elementary in Councilman Bill Bishop District. Thank you, Councilman, for your leadership on this effort, and we're happy to continue to support children to make sure that no child drowns in Jacksonville. We have a group of these kids are here with us. Would you please stand up and be recognized? All right. This budget proposed to continue to invest in our parks. For example, at Blue Cypress, we propose to replace the boardwalk and rebuild the swimming pool that has been closed for the past 2 years. Council President Yarbrough and Councilman John Crescenbenny has long been advocates of Blue Cypress Park. Thanks to the leadership of Councilman Don Redmond, we propose to invest in a long-delayed opening of Touchton Park. Councilman Dole Carter deserves great credit for his long-standing advocacy of the Jacksonville Equestrian Center. His leadership has helped ensure our budget makes modest, necessary investment in the future of success of the Equestrian Center. Thank you, Councilman Dole Carter. It is impossible to have a discussion about the quality of life we enjoy without talking about the St. Johns River. The river supports our ecosystem, it supports our tourism and recreation, it supports our economy. We will invest in preserving and protecting this vital asset in our community, which protects and improves our water system. Our proposed budget will increase the city's investment in phasing out separate tanks. We also propose to make a substantial capital investment in other water quality improvement projects. Our public libraries are vital educational institutions in the community, serving people of all ages, from all walks of life, and from all across the city. This budget will help restore service hours at the main downtown library. As we propose to help other libraries invest in new materials after years of budget cuts. Our overriding goal in this budget is to protect our taxpayers and invest in Jacksonville's future. It's about getting the best return on our investment for the next generation. We have reached a point in the life of our community when we must seize the moment and use our resources to make not only a better tomorrow, but a better today for tomorrow now. To move us forward as a city of opportunity, it is both necessary and the right thing to do to use modest shares of the city's financial reserve to invest in these key priorities that will make a positive, lasting impact on our city for years to come. We need to remember, this is not just about us. This is about our kids and our grandkids. This is about the power to realize their hopes, dreams, and aspirations. In the words of Bernice King, the youngest child of Dr. Martin Luther King, she said, and I quote, "There is tremendous power when people come together around an issue that is clear, a cause that is just, and a purpose that is righteous. Together, we have the power. Together, we have the power to achieve pension reform once and for all. Together, we have the power to create jobs for the jobless and expand opportunity for all. Together, we have the power to find housing for the homeless and do what's right for all of those who have served our country in uniform. Together, we have the power to create safe neighborhoods and protect our children from violence. Together, we have the power to educate our young people to prepare the next generation of entrepreneurs and business leaders, doctors and scientists, educators and engineers, police officers and firefighters. Together, we have the power to transform our downtown into a vibrant destination 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And together, we have the power to achieve the best possible quality of life for our city. There are no problems that we cannot solve when we work together. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind." This is the spirit that should guide us as we lead Jacksonville forward to a new greatness of city of opportunity. I want to thank all of the members of our council for your continuing service, because I believe that we can do this together. Together, together, we can empower a whole new generation that when they go off to college, they can come back to Jacksonville, work and live and raise a family. This budget is about the future and it's not about the past. When we work together, we can achieve great things together for the whole city and not part of the city. So I say to my colleagues, I look forward to working with you to take Jacksonville to the next level that will change the course of generation in the history of this city. May God bless each and every council member to give us the wisdom, the conviction, and commitment to see this through. And on a personal note, I may add, on a personal note, I am truly humbled and honored to be the mayor of Jacksonville. I know I wouldn't be standing here right now to be the mayor of Jacksonville if it wasn't for my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I want to thank God right now for blessing me to be the mayor of Jacksonville, Florida. as we move forward in this budget, may God bless all of you, and may God continue to bless the city of Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you, and God bless you so much.